Hey, everybody. Oh, boop, boop, bass. Hello. Got to get rid of this. Okay, there we go. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I guess I got my bell rung there at the cage fighting thing. I'm back. Okay, let's make sure. Yep, we're good. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I ran straight home to actually do the weather because I know you don't tune in to see me in the cage like that, but I have to read this critique from my mom. She says, whoever videoed that your face was too close, you were pretty anyway. It was a selfie. I was just doing this. And so I probably got way too close in and too up close and personal. But hey, it's all about the weather now. So again, Rapides Parish Coliseum. If you do, wait, I moved my camera yesterday. Let me move it back. I do that for phone calls, like if we're doing video conference things. There we go. I feel much better now. Rapides Parish Coliseum, doors at 4. 5 o'clock is when they start the fights. There are 15 of them and all that stuff. So get out there, get tickets, and enjoy your evening, if that's your thing. You can hardly hear me. Should be good. Looks like the levels are good here. I think so. Hi, Mom. All right, so Toledo Bend is looking great this morning. We go back and take a look at what's going on here close to home. Well, my home, Alexandria. We have clear skies. It's absolutely perfect out there. It's 50s to 60s across the area with low humidity, no rain around. Radar is completely quiet. You see a few snow showers way out there into southern Utah, northern Arizona, but nothing here locally. No snow showers, not yet. We might get there someday. So it looks like most are in the 60s now. 58 still showing up out in Faraday, 63 here in Alexandria, and 61 up in Natchitoches. It feels great out there, and it looks beautiful for today. Mostly sunny skies, mid 70s for those temperatures, and then tonight we cool off a little bit, but we're not going to cool off as much because watch what happens with the wind here. You can see there's not much wind today, very light and variable, but they will start to turn more southeasterly. So that means something's changing in the atmosphere as a system builds in out west. That's going to start to pull moisture back in, and that means we're going to get rain chances back into the forecast. We also have Tropical Storm Sarah churning down near the coast of Honduras. Very slow-moving system. Doesn't look that impressive, but trust me, it's impressive in a rainfall way down over Belize into parts of Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, seeing very heavy rain, and they will continue to see that over the next couple of days as Sarah trudges on toward the east, or I'm sorry, toward the west. You can see this is going to move very slowly. There's your path that we've seen so far, moving west, making another landfall most likely in Belize, and then because this thing's going to be weak, I think we're going to actually see this dissipate. Now, I'm going to show you the spaghetti models because that you might see these posted and be like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Especially this guy right here. This is going to be after it weakens. So by the time this thing comes back out into the Gulf of Mexico, conditions aren't going to be that favorable for development. There's still going to be a leftover weak low pressure, trough of low pressure, something like that. And I think that's going to hook mainly toward the right here. It's going to come up pretty close to the coast of Louisiana, but it's not going to be a tropical system. Actually going to get kicked out by the system that's going to bring us some rain on Monday night into Tuesday. Could bring some heavy rains along the Gulf Coast from about Biloxi over toward the Florida Panhandle. But for us locally, I'm thinking we're going to see about a half an inch to an inch of rainfall. And here's a way to look at it on the GFS model. Check this out. You can see that circulation, that rain coming across the Yucatan as this thing weakens. Then it comes out in the Gulf, gets picked up by this trough right here. You can see that big system producing heavy rain from Minnesota all the way down to the Gulf Coast. And yes, there could be some heavy rain along the coast, but there shouldn't be a big wind component to this at all because I don't think it's going to be named. I don't think we're going to have a tropical system. I don't think we're going to have a strong low pressure, but you can see that rain really going to work along the coast, and then a big time lake effect snow event possible by next late week into the weekend across the northeast as the cold air funnels in behind this, and that's going to bring us our big taste of cold air. We also have a chance for some severe weather. This is going to be a marginal risk for severe weather on Monday, mainly Monday afternoon into Tuesday morning. That's our best chance to see that as the front comes through. A little higher chance out west. We're not going to have a ton of juice for this thing. Not going to actually. What's going to happen, what's an interesting thing here is that weak circulation from Sarah the kind of leftover low pressure. There's a lot of moisture that will be associated with that, but the flow around that is going to actually stunt dew points. It's going to keep that moisture over the Gulf. So not getting tons of moisture into this, and with weak wind shear, we could see a severe storm or two, but it's not going to be real favorable to see a lot of that. So for that system, we're looking at about a half an inch to an inch of rain. That's the only game in town with us, and then you can see that heavier rain down to the southeast. So 7-day forecast. This is what we are looking at right there. Good chance for storms late Monday into Tuesday. Then things clear out. And then we just exhale, and low to mid 60s for highs. There could be spots that don't get above 60 on Thursday. Overnight lows near 40. I could see those cooling back into the 30s in the coming days as that atmosphere kind of gets settled in. That colder air gets settled into the deep south. I could see us seeing some 30s, some mid to upper 30s by Thursday and Friday morning. And then we start that warming trend, but at least we get a nice cold front to come through here and kind of cool things off. So this is what's showing up beyond the 7-day forecast. We go from cool, we transition back to warm, though it doesn't look like we see some big crazy warm up where we're actually sweating again, and rainfall will be at a premium. Really, after this next event, I don't think we see a ton of rain coming in until perhaps like 10, 12 days out. We could start to see the pattern flip back to active, but for now, it looks like the next round of rain Monday into Tuesday, that's about it for probably the next week after that. So if you require some dry air for laying a foundation, getting out in the fields, you need several days of dry weather. It looks like you get that after next Tuesday. Oh my goodness. So the volume is an issue. So I'm seeing that. I don't know what's going on. I've got it turned all the way up. I will work on this and see what's going on, but it does, maybe I just need to get more down into it and do that. I'm so sorry. All right. I'm going to try to figure that out. Maybe I just need to speak up and yell a little bit more. I did a thing yesterday with a conference call. Maybe that messed with the settings, but we will figure it out. That's what we do around here. Have a great Saturday. I'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon.